everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name's Josh. Thanks for joining me today. Happy freaking Monday. Before we get started today, guys, I want to talk to you about Scentbird. As you know, Scentbird has been sponsoring my channel for a little while, and I really dig what they're doing. Last month, they sent me a bunch of scents that were incredible, including Creed Aventus, which is my favorite of all time, so I want to thank them so much again. My wife loves it. This month, I asked them to send me some female scents, and oh my goodness, did they not disappoint. And also, as you know, they have amazing little cases that open up just like this. Pop out your vial, put it back in, and they send you one every month. You can choose, or you can let them surprise you. I prefer to let them surprise me, and my wife absolutely loves these. This month, they sent me 3. I got Burberry, Prada, and Versace, and they are all incredible. First one is Prada Candy, and I like to spray it on the cards so I can continue to smell it. And it comes in a sweet yellow case like this. And this one's like if you're going out partying with the girls, you know what I'm saying? It's really light and airy, and it's just like, you smell tasty. That one is really nice. It's got caramel, musk, and benzoin, and it is really good. Second one they sent me was Burberry. Second one they sent me was my Burberry blush. This one is a little bit more refined. It's a little bit more like for the work day. You know, you spritz a little bit and you walk around, people are like, oh my goodness, she must be super smart. That's what this one smells like. It smells like you're smart. And it's got pomegranate, green apple, wisteria, rose, and lemon. And it's really, this one happens to be my wife's favorite of the 3, but my favorite of the 3, surprisingly enough, is the Versace Eros Parfum, okay? This one smells like, I don't know, I don't know how to say, it's like vintage, but vintage rich. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you look back in the 50s and 60s and like Queen Elizabeth was coming to visit, this is what I think she would have smelled like. It's like vintage modern. I don't know how to explain it, but this one ended up being my favorite of all time. Really good. Get yourself some of this Versace. So make sure you guys, if you're gonna order something from Scentbird, do this one. It's really good. And the coolest thing about Scentbird is you can choose one every month for $17. And they come with enough to last you the month if you are a high user of colognes or perfumes, which I'm not, my wife isn't. So these will last us literally months and months. And if you find that sweet scent that you really love, then you can order a full-size bottle, because full-size bottles cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars. My favorite scent is Creed Aventus, and a bottle of that stuff in Canada is over $500. And Scentbird carries all your favorite scents. Prada, Gucci, Versace, and they carry a lot of indie brand names, which have really good smells too. Skylar, Heretic, and Confessions of Rebel, and so many more. And because Scentbird hooks me up, I get to hook you up. There's a link below in the description and in the first comment. You click that to save up to 55% off your first order, which is crazy. And again, I would encourage you to allow them to surprise you. I think you're allowed to choose what type of scents you really like, and then they can send you one, or if you like one, you can just choose that one. It is a perfect gift for anybody on your list. Even if your husband or boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever is not really into it, maybe they'll get into it if they find the right one. Maybe they just haven't found it. And don't forget, different scents smell different on different people because of our pH balance. What might smell good on me might smell different on someone else. So this is an opportunity to try different ones that might hit your sweet spot, which I think is really cool. So again, use that link below, use for your 55% off your first order. You can't beat it. It's such a great deal. Just try it for 1 month. Let me know what you think, okay? And thanks to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. Let's get to it. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name's Josh. Thanks for joining me today. Well, Dougherty doesn't. Alicia herself, the redheaded demon, has reached out, has clapped back again. Now she's making comments on people's channels who support her, obviously. I mean, but as you probably can guess, there's not a lot of quality people on that other side. And so we're gonna take a look at that today. We're also gonna snark on her video where she makes meatballs. Somebody said, you've gotta watch this. And so I said, let's watch it together and snark. Because it's a snark day. Let's have some fun. Let's go. So I've been on YouTube now for coming up on 3 years in May, end of May. It's been 3 years, holy cow, Micah, it's 3 years ago, isn't that crazy? Anyway, so I've been on this channel for a long time, and I'm very divisive, and I'm very opinionated, and so, you know, that always is gonna collect people that don't disagree with you, right? I don't agree with any family vlogger who does what they do, who exploits children and everything, so what I do is I roast them online, and it's fun, and they deserve it. Very syllable they deserve, okay? But with that, obviously you become polarizing, and I've got a very, very, I'm very opinionated, and I think that I'm right, because I'm right. I think it's hard to argue for child exploitation. Although some have tried, they will never succeed because they're dumb and their arguments are silly. There is no argument for the exploitation of children that's like, it's okay. Some have tried, including the one we're going to talk about today. They've tried their best to say it's up to the parents. And, you know, some the arguments are, some of them are sound to the degree where it's like, yeah, you're right. Legally, these people can do it. There's nothing illegal about it, which is probably going to change soon. You know, there's laws in France and I think Germany, lots of people are passing laws for this, and laws are being passed in the States. So eventually it's never going to be illegal because you're able to do with your children what you want. I mean, to a degree, that's not illegal. You're not allowed to abuse them or, you know, do anything. Like, there are legal limits to what you are able to do. But the one thing you are allowed to do is exploit your child for cash, including being a child actor, putting your kid into work and making money for you. That is not illegal, nor will it ever be, I don't think. They can make it harder to do it, and they can put laws in place that might have ramifications afterwards, but most of these parents don't give a shit, right? These kids can turn 18 and sue their parents all they want, but if the money's all gone, what are they going to get from them? Plus, what are the odds you're going to sue your parents, right? So all that to say, there's no argument that I've ever heard in my life that is good enough to be like, yeah, this is good. This is why you should do it. Even to the people who are like, Josh, what about those people who have like terminal children and have ill children who want to like expose and bring awareness to those diseases and everything else? And I say, you know what, you can do that. And I'll say it again, without using your kids. You can be a family vlogger without using your children. I know it's really, really weird. There's a lot of people who do it, okay? And you can even do it to the degree where your kid is in there once in a while. And you know where I draw my line, and I've said it a million times, and I'll say it again because I get a lot of new followers. I draw the line at if your children are the reason that you make money, or if your children are the reason people come to your channel, if you need your children to make money, if they're in your ads, if they're there, if they are not getting a proper childhood, right? And if people know a lot about your children, right? I'm talking a lot, like every medical appointment they've ever been to, what their favorite thing is, you know, their ages, their birthdays, you know, when they shave their legs, when they got their period, all that stuff. That's where I draw the line. If you've got a family vlog and your kid's in there once in a blue moon running through, I have no problem with that. And I've said that a million times because there is a line. There absolutely is. And so it's very easy to define. And if you want to know the ones that I don't like, just go look at my channel. There's probably 100 family vloggers I've covered on here. They're all wrong. So that being said, there are people like this who have, you know, called me out because they don't like me and they don't like that I make fun of people, their thumbs and everything else. And again, I'm pretty surface level when it comes to making fun of people's looks. I could be very much way worse than I am because these people deserve it, but I'm not. Okay? Because I know that I'm a potato as well. Right? So I know I've got some flaws, and everybody always, it's so funny to listen to the people that hate me so badly. And the reason they hate me so badly is because I make fun of people's looks. That's basically, they say I'm a misogynist. I only cover mothers, which is a lie, by the way. They think it's just, you're a misogynist because you hate women, right? They think I hate women. Whereas 98% of my audience is women between the ages of 24 and 44. Okay? I love women. Women are amazing, incredible beings, and I'm all about sex-based rights, which is a big topic right now in the world, right? Women are incredible. We can't do anything without women. Women are the backbone of our world. That's what I believe, right? But they hate me so badly for making fun of people's foreheads and their thumbs, and they can't help it. Right, I get that. But while they hate me and then they go to my snark creds, they do the same thing. Oh, your hairline. They'll say something like hairline or small dick energy and all this shit, and it's like, can you not see? Can you not? You hate me for that, and so you're gonna do the same thing? It's almost comical. It's hilarious, okay? And so this is one of those people who will like troll all those threads, and then she hates me and everything else, right? And so that's fine. That is part and parcel with the territory. It comes with the territory. If you don't have a lot of haters, you're not opinionated enough. That's what I'm saying. Especially in a world of commentary where you're giving your opinion on something that is divisive. It shouldn't be divisive, but it is divisive. Right? A lot of people would say, Josh, your message would be received better if you didn't make fun of people's looks. Okay. But I do. And so that's how I roll here. And I consider myself one of the loudest, if not the loudest voice against child exploitation online. Up to this point. I mean, numbers speak for themselves. If we're just basing it on numbers and subscribers, I'm the loudest voice, okay? On YouTube anyway. And so I think it works. And I think I say the thing that you guys want to say but won't say out loud. And I'll say the part out loud. And so that's what I do. That's kind of my mission here. Not all of it. I talk a lot about church and I talk a lot about my past and story times. And I am going to start branching out into other things eventually. Like I'm going to start snarking on like reality TV and other things because the family stuff is dying and I love it. I mean, that was my mission and that's dying. I got to start talking about other things. And I'm real excited about that. And that's what I'm going to ask you guys. What do you think I should be talking about? Because there's lots to talk about. Anyway, all that to say, those who make videos against me, they have created like a little pocket of people. And if you go to any of the videos that are against me, any of them, it's probably, I don't know, it's like 30 creators out there with, you know, mostly smaller channels. There's a couple of big ones who have done some big videos on me and everything else, and I appreciate that. I really do. But go to all their channels, all these small channels who hate me, okay? Look at the videos about where they hate me. Read the comments. Notice the pattern of people. Those people seek out the hate videos about me and leave the same shitty comments over and over and over. And it's like the same 30 people. We know this, that the loudest people are generally a small minority of very passionate people about something you hate, right? Small minorities can have a big voice, especially on Twitter and on social media. Whereas most people don't realize it, don't recognize it, don't have the time or the energy to input that type of, you know, hatred into something. These people spend their entire day watching every breath I take. Hey people, look at this. I move my nostrils. You better make a post about it, right? And so but what they don't realize is that they help me. And that's good. And that's why I don't really hate them. I think they're awesome. But that to be said, they'll go to these videos, those same 30 people, and need the same 30 comments every single time. Some of them are more hateful than others. Some of them are like, would love to see me dead. Like, I'm not even kidding. And so that's where we get to this. Dougherty has found the DCP hate threads because, you know, she doesn't watch me, right? But she goes to watch my hate threads. Anything against me, she's like, I gotta watch this. I gotta build up my thing. She's threatened to sue me a couple of times, and so far, nothing. I don't know if she's going to. It's been months and months and months, so maybe they're just building their case. It's gonna be very expensive to build the case, but whatever it is, now she's looking to find a place where she belongs, her tribe, so to speak. And what do I say about people? You attract your tribe. And so my tribe on this channel are people who are passionately against the exploitation of children, which makes you amazing people. And we won't always agree on everything, but I think the overall message here is that we align with is that, and that's good. And so when you need a tribe, you go to seek out your tribe. So people like the Van Clan, Jess Fam, Dougherty does, and all these people who live really shitty lives, they collect their tribe of people who think that's okay. And that's just the way the internet works. I didn't write the rules. That's how it goes. It's called echo chambers for the most part. And if mine is an echo chamber, then it's an echo chamber against the exploitation of children. That's an okay echo chamber to be in. So anyway, this is what Dougherty does and says. Alicia writes this and says, slightly off topic, but am I the only person who thought GFY stood for go F yourself? I guess somebody made a video. Someone had messaged me or something, and they try to be like, this is my favorite thing. People will email me, okay? And they'd be like, you know, you really need to check yourself. Do something different. And they'll get into an email and they'll be like, here's my criticism and change everything you're going to do. If I tried to please everybody in this channel, I wouldn't have a following. That's just how this goes. I do swing to one side about the certain things I do, and the tribe of people that follow me are those people. And that's just how this works on YouTube. I don't have the biggest following, but that's just how this works. Okay? And so what they do is they try to give you, it's so funny because they're like, here's what I don't like about you, change it. Like the audacity. If I were to come into your life and look at what you're doing and say, change everything about this, I don't like it, what would you say? Like, there are some things I've done in the past where, like, I've had enough people call me over, I'm like, okay, I gotta look at this, and then I was wrong, and then I'll say it, right? It does happen because we're human. But for the most part, it's the same tired, shitty arguments. Some people will come in, oh, I don't like that you make fun of someone's thumbs, or I don't like this or that. And so what they'll do is they'll come in and try to, like, they'll write a really angry message, they'll Karen it. They're like, where's your manager? And I'll just be like, I'll say GFY, or I'll say get wrecked, and then I'll block them, right? Because it's fun to troll them. You say something really bad back to them, and you just block them so they can't respond, and they get so mad. And it's so funny because a lot of them will write me a message or go on my Dougherty doesn't expose thread on Reddit. They'll say something, I'll ban them, and the instant I ban them, they'll head over to my hate thread and be like, Josh banned me! And the same 5 people will be like, I'm sorry he did that to you. And it's so funny to watch. It's like, it's my laughter for the day, okay? It's so funny. But I guess this person, I said GFY because I'm like, you know, go F yourself. And it was. And I think this person said something like, good for you. They thought it was good for you or something, which is kind of funny. Anyway, she's calling it out. She's like, Josh didn't say good for you. He said, go F yourself. And Dougherty doesn't. You're right. I did say that. So she's going to these comment threads with, you know, first of all, how much time does she have to be in these things and following these hate threads? But that's a topic for another day. So this person, a Color Potato, she does more videos about me. These smaller creators, all the petty drama that they create amongst themselves, they don't realize. And I realized really early, right? The petty drama, the little bits, it does attract a certain small amount of people, but for the most part, we're all adults on here, and most people don't like it. The back and forth thing, stabbing, and the petty drama, most people don't like it. That's what I learned early. And sometimes I'll clap back if something has been said that pisses me right off. Like, I have the right to do that, but I won't engage in the petty drama that all these little channels do. They all are friends, then 2 weeks later, they all hate each other, then 2 weeks later, they're friends again, then they hate each other, and then it's really, really, really high schooly, and I get that. It's just the way that YouTube works, but I don't engage in that stuff, and this isn't drama. I'm not trying to throw this creator under the bus who's doing these videos about me. Continue, please do. But I'll show you who Alicia is supporting in a second. Anyway, so Alicia says, we're out of town. I'm catching up on your vids now. Like, I don't even watch my own videos. How do you have time to watch other people's videos? But she watches them because they're hate videos against me, right? So this is what Alicia says. Great video as always. My husband and I really appreciate your style of commentary. This is her style of commentary. Rah, rah, rah! That's her style of commentary. You brought up a lot of good points. I have things to say, but we'll take your advice. So Alicia wants to say something. So Alicia, say something. Stand up for yourself. Why are you going to people's comments? You know people are going to follow them. You know they're going to screenshot them and send it to me instantly, right? As soon as Alicia makes a comment public, I get like 100 messages with the screenshot. It's crazy. And she knows it, right? And so Josh and Alicia are watching this person and the videos that she's creating, which is hilarious. And the person writes back, no problem, I understand, trust me, it's probably so hard not to speak the truth. I think you've done a good job not spilling too much so far. And I want to just laugh at that comment. I think you've done a good job not spilling too much so far. Like I know this person hates me and is trying to align with a bigger creator because, you know, she has 1 million subscribers and she wants to build her platform off of Alicia Dougherty, right? But I promise you, you're on the wrong side of history if you're standing up for child exploiters. That's always going to be the wrong side of history. I don't care who you are, okay? There's never going to be a right side of this. Not going to look back in 20 years and be like, man, remember that time people hated child exploitation? Those silly bastards were on the wrong side of history. Not going to happen. Understand, you idiots. And so that's why I'm confident that the moral stance I take is. And it's not, you know, some people say, well, it's not moral that you make fun of people. And I can agree with you on that, but I'm not going to stop doing it. I'm going to continue to do that. All right. So anyway, she says, good, you've done a good job not spilling too much. And I'm like, have you seen any of her videos where she literally puts pages of her children's diagnosis on the internet? And Alicia will say something like, I think, do I have it? I can't find it, but basically there was another message she said to just we're learning, we're changing our content and everything else going forward, changing everything. And she's such a liar because Alicia's not changing anything. She's still doing the same shit, same stuff. She is doing it less. I'll give her that. And so you got to give Alicia props for starting to realize, yeah, maybe I'm wrong. But Alicia's like, oh, we learned. I get that, right? But if you learned your lesson and you said, look, I've changed my mind about this then stuff, why would you leave all of the other videos up then? Of all the diagnosis, of all the FASD, why are you not just deleting it? The reason Alicia's not going to delete that is because that stuff is evergreen. That stuff makes her a lot of money. So the people will watch her, then they'll watch her like past catalog. And they want those videos. Those are the most popular videos in her search engine. So if you go to her YouTube or her TikTok, you can find those big videos and watch them. She's not going to delete them. If Alicia was serious about this whole change about what she's doing, and I wish she is. I wish she was, but she's not. If she was, though, you would see her delete those other videos, right? And I've said it myself, and I will reiterate it again. If Alicia takes down all the videos of her children and all that shit, I will also do the same thing. Always say it, and I will. It'd be a sad day we don't get to snark on Alicia, but you know what? She would deserve a high five for that because she now then realizes what she's doing is wrong and not just saying it to the world on some obscure channel. She realizes it and her actions mean something, right? Your actions speak louder than your words, phrase I say a lot. If you think it's wrong, then why don't you remove the other shit? That's what I've always said and I'll continue to say. Anyway, it's odd that the person that she's supporting though is this person's wife. So Dean Burns is this guy named DIY with Dean. First, this creator and I had beef a long time ago, and she hates me, and it is what it is. I try not to engage with them because they get views from me engaging with them. So, but sometimes you got to respond to it. But Alicia needs to check who she is supporting, and I think a lot of people need to check who they're supporting. A lot of people hate me, and they will find people like another male creator that does similar things to me, and that male creator will go on my Reddit thread and like literally say things like he's a misogynist and he's racist and all stuff. And I have a video on my channel. If you just type in APOC and go look at it, it's 18 plus. That's how bad it is. I got flagged 18 plus, and I didn't have to say a word about this guy. Just compiled his own videos in a video of him being a hypocrite. Okay, and these people will align with the people The thing that this is the one thing that does bother me, okay, is that those people hate me for the way that I do things, right? And they'll often say this: I like his message, but... Right? I don't like the way he does it. I don't like that he does this and makes fun of it. Okay, I get that. I can respect that too, right? I'm not going to be for everybody. But those same people will go to videos of creators like this. This is this lady's husband, who is on YouTube as well, who has done, there's a video of him doing blackface talking about George Floyd. There's a video of him talking about Gabby Petito cheating with the cop in the video. Like he's one of the most disgusting pieces of trash I've ever encountered on this platform. And that is this woman's husband. And she has aligned and supported him and come out in support of him. Now, it's your husband. I get that. But that's the person that is lying. And this is Alicia, who's like, adopting black babies and is not racist and everything else. And she's just so open-hearted, right? I get that. I understand, you guys. But you're looking for your tribe. You're looking for people that are going to support you. But you should probably do a little bit more research. Again, with the other person, like a lot of people will go to that guy's videos about me, but then he is like 8 times worse than I am. Like, way worse than I am with his vitriolic stuff that he used to do. And he's like, and then he'll say, well, I used to do it. I don't do it anymore. Okay, the thing is I'm honest about who I am. I actually don't truly hate anybody for real. There are levels. Of course, it sits on a spectrum, and there are some people that I absolutely despise more than others. But in the end, if I ever had to encounter somebody face to face at like a YouTuber's, conference or something like that, I wouldn't approach them. I wouldn't get up in their grill. I wouldn't be upset. Micah was one of those people when I first started this channel where I was really upset about what she did. To this day, I think what she did is unforgivable. Probably the one that I don't like the most. But I still wouldn't get up in their grill if I saw them in public. It just wouldn't do it. I'm not that type of person. I don't hate anybody to the degree where I want to see them canceled. Okay? I think all these people should try doing what they do without exploiting their children. And if they can do it, then hallelujah, high five. And it would show a lot of people you don't have to exploit your children to do it. And I've said that a million times on this channel too. I don't actually hate. I wouldn't fight somebody. You know what I mean? If someone approached me and wanted to go, have a little bit of fisticuffs or something, I would stand up for myself, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be that type of person in public. I do it online because these are the tools I have that are legally available to me to call these people out. And I do it. And I think I do it with some pizzazz and some humor. And I think that's basically why a lot of people come watch this. So I do serious videos. I also do serious videos mixed with some humor. And then I do just do straight up humor. Okay, there are a lot of people like Cody Co and stuff that I look up to on these channels who all they do is roast people. And they're just, maybe that's an outlet and expression or whatever it is, but that's just the way the world works. If you put content on the online, expect people to have some commentary or an opinion about it. You can't expect people not to. It's not a realistic expectation to be like, well, you can't talk about me. Yes, I can. So anyway, all that to say, these people are finding their tribes, is what I'm saying. They're looking for people who hate me, and generally the people who hate me, a lot of shit that they're hiding too. A lot of people get upset with me because I don't like it when anonymous people make big statements about me and like will come out online and hate me a lot. If you want to hate me, cool. If you show your face like this one, I can even respect this person to a degree for coming out and at least showing her face when she throws down. Okay? I can respect her for that. She's not scared to show her face. She throws it out there. She does it. A lot of it's with humor too. And so what? Good for her, right? You even got Shiny Clown over there. She's not afraid to show her face and her collarbones to make fun of me. Cool, right? I respect that. Okay, there's people who do that. Good for you. But there are some people out there who have a lot of hatred for me, who try to stay hidden. But the comments that they make are really scary. And then when cops get called on you at your house and shit like that happens, I have a right to be scared of those people. I have a right to want to know who those people are. Because if I'm walking around in public and you're stalking me for whatever reason, you want to hurt me, because it does happen, right? I want to know who you are. And that's my right. And if you don't want to show your face, that's cool. But I have a right to find out who you are and call you out for being coward-ass turds. I have a right to do that too. So all that to say, I know I touch on my haters that much, but I do want to say thank you to my haters and all the people who watch my videos and hate watch my videos and comment every day and keep me rent-free in your head. You help me, and I appreciate you. So thanks. Anyway, let's get to the Snark video real quick. We're going to cover a little bit of it because it's an hour long of her making meatballs. But you guys know me, and my favorite meal at my house that no one else will eat is the farty meatball recipe. And if you can see, I think I did it in one of my videos. Go find it. So I love good meatballs. So let's see how Alicia makes her meatballs.
We are making food from Sweden.
Sweden.
This is actually the easiest around the world night I've ever done.
Oh,
We've been doing this for over a year now.
What was that? Why do people's... The thing I hate the most about the Dougherty dozen household is every once in a while, it's like do they have a bullwhip? And they're like, What are you doing in this house? Are you smashing? You playing mini sticks in the basement? What are you doing? Are you hitting something with a cricket bat? Who is making this much loud noise? Okay, one thing I do want to show before I get into this to more snark. But on Dougherty Doesn't Expose, which is my Reddit page that I created, and I am the only mod for it, and go ahead over there and make sure you subscribe to it and get into the snark. We do want to stay on topic there, guys, so let's stay on topic about Dougherty Doesn't, basically. But someone posted this, and it's really interesting. She talks about how Nevaeh was in the video, and she's got to say it. She's got to come out. If Alicia was smart, she just wouldn't say anything, but she's not smart, so...
Oh, if Vanessa thought why Nevaeh was in our picture, she's actually allowed to be in the pictures if she wants to be. So I said,
if she wants to be, hear that.
Taking this picture, it's going to be on social media. And she said, that's okay, and got in the picture.
Your bacon's way too crispy. Why do you touch everything with your disgusting thumbs?
So that's why she's in the picture.
Okay.
You see her here and there, it's always
okay. Cool, the kids are gonna come down and have, and you know the meal's not even hot because the cheese isn't melting with the egg on it. So the eggs are all cold, the bacon's all cold, everything's cold. So you need to toast the bagels. It's 6:15 if she's telling the truth, and maybe she is. Those kids aren't coming down for another hour. That shit's gonna be ice cold. Delicious. Thanks, Lush. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to point that out before we continue because I had that lined up.
Really, the only thing I need to make are the Swedish meatballs. Everything else is pretty much just throw it in a pot, let it boil. So
you're a pot.
Nana's also here. She'll probably be helping me
Nana, you son of a bitch! Da, da, da. She's like a superhero now. She's on that level. Remember at the end of Avengers Endgame, which is probably the most powerful cinematic moment in history, okay? When they're getting their ass kicked. And this is when, like, this is the last one before, you know, they're trying to get the stones. I think Hawkeye's got the glove and they're running around, everything's going on. Spider-Man shows up, everything happens, okay? All of a sudden, freaking Captain America comes out and he's like, and he gets the Thor hammer. Oh my God, I'm shivering right now. And he's like, Avengers, assemble. Oh my God. Okay? I'm shivering right now. I have goosebumps thinking about it. Okay? That's Nana now on this channel. Nana, you son of a bitch. It's like when Captain America gets the Thor hammer. When Nana shows up, it's almost legendary. She's legendary.
Go through the meatballs so we can get a lot of them made because we're feeding our family of 14 plus Nana Papa's with 16 people tonight. So let's go.
I picked up some cans and take them to Papa.
And the kids just got home from a hike with Papa.
There's one that was full of soda. Who would throw that away?
Get. Josh bought you a camera, Alicia. He bought you I think it wasn't a Canon GX7 or something nice with a decent, I think it had a freaking microphone on the top. You know what I'm talking about? These microphones. I don't have the sleeve for it, but basically this sits in the shoe on your camera, and this is a directional microphone, okay? Get one of these! I will buy it for you! A-hole! I'll send you that one. I got a bunch. Please.
I am. Let me see here. I got 6 pounds.
6?
So I'm quadrupling this recipe, which is pretty typical for us. We usually triple or quadruple recipes for our family size.
Each person is getting 2.6 pounds of meatballs. 16 divided by 6 pounds. 2.6 pounds. Who is eating 2 pounds of meat? You're gonna go into shock. Your anus is you're gonna have a prolapsed anus after this. Plus, don't forget, she doesn't ever measure things. It's gonna be full of other shit. 2.6 pounds of meat, isn't that a lot of meat? It's a lot of meat.
I have a feeling the kids are going to love this recipe. Yeah, I really think they're going to.
Me too. I think even Papa will like it.
Nana, you're so great.
All right, this recipe is from The Cozy Cook. I love her stuff. I've done her recipes before.
Because how dare you? Don't you ever use my recipes because you shit the bed. Then people are going to think when you're done with it, that's what it looks like. Cozy Cook sucks ass then. Be careful, you can get sued for that, Alicia.
They are easy to follow and they're amazing. So let's go. I'll tag this in the description of the video.
I think they're outside right now, honey.
They're in the backyard. I see Harley skipping around.
I didn't see you wash your hands first.
What was your height?
Can you take that stuff out to the chickens? Oh, so we can do that. That's her chore.
I'm sure kids have chores.
Just gonna Papa do. It's always chore. Papa's gonna go feed the chickens.
Harley, go.
You do not need 6 pounds of meat. Because you can just do other things. Look, there's 3 or 4 meatballs per person. Let's say 6 meatballs per person. Because the little kids aren't going to eat 6 meatballs. So you got little extras for the older people, the big boys are going to eat that, right? You got your egg noodles or whatever noodles you're putting it on top of. That's a filler. That's a carb filler. Then you could do like a bun if you want or something like that. Then you got dessert. You do not need each. She overdoes everything. 2.5 pounds of meat. One of her children is what, 4? You're going to feed that child 2.5 pounds of meat plus pasta plus everything else plus dessert plus shit plus sugar plus Sunny D plus floor fries. You're going to feed that child that? If she just realized that she didn't need to do this, it's crazy.
Help Papa feed the chickens.
She's got her boots off.
That means there's probably eggs in there too.
Bill, can you make sure that the... Come here.
Can't hear you.
I know.
Papa's like, I can't hear you. I took these shits out because when we come over here, I take these shits out. Because the bear's smashing shit all the time. Nana, you son of a bitch.
Papa forgot his hearing aids.
Just put
Papa,
a pan at Walmart
don't-
because if you remember in my morning routine the other day, I had to ditch the pan, my big pan.
Oh my God.
And I've seen better days. I actually think it was a hand-me-down from you.
You're a
So
hand-me-down.
it had already been through one lifetime, and then it went through a lifetime here, and that pan had to go. Went to Walmart. I got the Pioneer Woman giant skillet.
How are you going to cook 6 pounds of meat in that?
It was actually only $34. It was the cheapest giant skillet they had.
That's only $34? Holy shit. That's actually, all snarking aside, that's a good-ass deal for something like that.
So this will be our
course she
first time
smashes
using that. I'm excited. Nothing like a new pan when you're in your 40s.
Dump cake.
Oh, it came with recipes?
Yeah.
Ooh, it came with recipes too.
What did? Oh, the pan did.
All right, I need 4 eggs.
How is 4 eggs tripled? I don't understand. You're tripling the recipe, but it calls for, what, 1 1/4 eggs? So this recipe calls for 1.3 eggs? Cool. Okay. I might fast forward a bit.
Another kid just...
Whoa, what?
Cheese, the little, but it's not even little because it probably has more stuff in the garage one. Okay. Third one.
Holy shit! Just opening a can of pop is like... You can't hear it in here, guys. But it sounds like a spaceship taking off. That's how loud that shit is.
Up and a third of milk, which I was gonna get the whole.
Milk and meatballs? No. What? No. No. Do you?
Whole milk. I just feel like whole milk tastes better in recipes like this.
You haven't... Okay, so don't forget, she went into the nasty garage, opened a door, opened a fridge, took the milk out, and has not washed her hands yet. Let's watch. Let's pay attention.
But if you don't have whole milk, that's fine. Use whatever you got.
Don't put milk in meatballs. Don't use that. What? Holy shit. With the Tupperware falling out everywhere. Oh, now she's measuring. Okay.
No, I still can't find the
No, that's... No!
spice, so I'm just going to.
I know a lot of people are going to be... Some people who are good cooks near me, yeah, you can. And maybe I'll listen. But that's never... I've ever seen that before.
Skip that. Am I putting? Sorry, no.
Where is Jason?
Jason.
You're yelling.
Didn't play with mine.
I'm tired.
Did you take the net today?
Wow.
Putting my stuff.
Oh,
Whopper, 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 Whopper. Alexa, play Whopper, Whopper.
Alexa, cancel.
Canceling.
Wonder if it plays it.
My son has not been wanting to
That is a lot of salt.
be part
Sorry,
of
I
the
didn't
family.
get that. The internet isn't reachable.
1
Alexa,
teaspoon pepper.
do you not want to be a part of our family?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
That was not a teaspoon of pepper. Oh, because she's tripling it. Okay.
Okay.
The internet isn't reachable.
The eggs are not out of the coop yet.
They're not.
Yeah, but you did.
A teaspoon of nutmeg.
Yeah.
Oh, his froggy. Oh my gosh.
Well, what is that? Parmesan cheese?
His name is Dinosaur, huh?
Holy shit with the garlic, man. Like, I'm all for garlic like the next guy. Damn, man. Nobody's gonna be able to breathe after this.
It calls
This looks like a shawarma restaurant.
for like 8 cloves.
Nana.
Oh my god, we're all in here. See, I'm over here like,
That's too many. She said 4 cloves. She put 8 cloves in there. And 4 cloves as the triple. You're not putting 4 cloves of garlic in one thing of meatballs. That's too much garlic.
I love it. All right.
You think people in there are dying and you're next to it.
Doing
She's gone nose deaf, obviously.
2 cups of
2
breadcrumbs.
cups of breadcrumbs.
I like the panko one.
You're a panko in my ass.
You smell it too.
It's breadcrumbs, Alicia.
All right.
Okay,
Left.
so far she's not cleaned her hands.
Cut up our onion.
Why did you smash it? So funny. You're funny.
Wait, I'm going for the Worcestershire.
Okay, I'm fast forwarding. I can't do it. Oh, you waste a lot of onion there. Holy shit, lady. Then she rubs her eye and then peels the onion after rubbing her eye. So delicious. I love eyeball meatballs. They're so good. And then disgusting house meatballs too. They're good too. These taste a little, they got a little bit of like, it tastes a little dirt. Like it tastes like the smell of your grandfather's basement.
You know what's going on your show, Grace?
Playing again. Papa.
Hey.
Thank you.
You suck at chopping onions too. You suck. The worst knife to use for chopping onions.
Oh my goodness, why are there 10 brushes all over the place in here?
Nana's pissed. She's upset. There are 10 brushes all over the place. Have you ever been to this house, Nana? Are you new here? Hello, Nana, you there? You son of a bitch. Uncle Buck.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he does his own hair now, but he does use every single brush we own to do so. So I don't complain because, you know,
He does it.
he's doing it himself.
Does a freaking job.
He really
You are not cutting that shit up small enough.
does.
Nothing like biting into a meatball and getting a huge chunk of onion. Look, onion's delicious if done correctly. Okay? So far she's not cleaned her hands. Holy shit balls.
The kids don't know. They are like, oh my, you should have seen Zoe, Harley's face.
She even went over to the kitchen. Come on, do it. Clean your hands. And then she wiped her head again.
I'll be right back, okay.
Clean your hands, clean your hands, clean your hands, clean your hands, clean your hands.
I thought you meant
Clean your hands. You clean your effing hands.
Sure I have everything. Onion, garlic, breadcrumbs, parm, egg, milk, salt, oregano, nutmeg, pepper.
Oh, she put some salt in there. And it's gonna give you, everybody's gonna have high blood pressure tonight.
Beef, yep. All right, we are gonna mix this up
But you're gonna wash your hands first, right?
and make some meat Meatballs.
Please wash your hands.
Okay. Take off my rings and I'm gonna
You take your rings off now. Okay.
mix with my hands because that's the
Okay, you're gonna take your rings off, and your rings are full of shit right now. So you take your rings off. Now you're gonna wash your hands, right? You definitely are. You definitely are.
And the dogs are playing on the trampoline, and that's hilarious.
Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Oh! We have been following along. Alicia, so far, has touched raw meat. I mean, they're all coming together, so fine. Let's forget the food for a second. Okay? She touched her eye. She touched her forehead. She touched her hair. She went to the freaking garage. Okay? Touched the fridge. Got the milk. Came out. Touched her eye again. Cut some onions. Touched something else in the sink. Took her disgusting rings off. And still didn't wash her hands. And she's going to put all that. So we're going to call these meatballs dumpster meatballs. That's the new thing. Ew, Alicia, just wash your hands. It's the easiest thing to do. If I'm cooking, okay, and I'm getting everything ready, the first thing I do, especially before mixing meat, is wash your hands with soap and water a lot. Hot water, get them shits warm. And I might even put a pair of gloves on. Okay? It's not even because I guess the family is all whatever. Germs are germs. It's all in the family. But still, I don't even want to think about that I'm putting my dirty ass hands in the meat. That's disgusting. Look, I'm not the cleanest guy. I'm a dude. I get it, okay? I'm a dude. I understand. But even I wouldn't do that.
Use the bigger bowl.
Ew. And there's milk in there.
Look.
She's fart.
Oh,
Did you just fart?
pickled herring and broccoli. And then we're gonna make, I bought some cookies, but we're gonna make some cookies for dessert as well.
So why did you buy cookies?
We're gonna make,
She's pounding that meat. It's hot in here.
we call them PBJ cookies. Some people call them thumbprint cookies.
If Alicia's doing a thumbprint cookie, that shit's gonna be this big.
That's what we're making.
Oh my god, you're so bad at this. So there's one there. There's a piece there with like 400 pieces of onion in it. Whoever eats that is going to shit their pants. They're gonna be like, oh, ew, mom.
Like seriously easy, and it's gluten.
Okay, I'm fucking. Nope. Those are some huge meatballs, yo. Look at the onion. I'm so pissed right now. You don't do anything. You don't do anything. Those onions at least need to be like 4 times smaller than the pieces I'm seeing there. You're gross. Okay,
So
anyway.
these have to chill for 15 minutes in the fridge before we
You
cook
chill.
them.
Like it matters. Those are huge. Those are the size of small baseballs. It's like billiards.
Who says that?
Now you're gonna, oh yeah, we wash our hands after we already made the meat disgusting.
Whose sweatshirt is that?
It's in my drawer of laundry. No, I didn't melt it.
Oh well, it's comfy.
So I either got tomorrow or Friday.
That's in her room.
Okay.
And everyone else is just watching TV.
And please excuse me clean up the garage.
Oh, there's stuff.
I've never seen a kid walk around with a water bottle before. Isn't that weird?
Oh yes, they're locked.
Alicia, that is too much oil. Here, guys, you want to make a good meatball? You got to, first of all, mix it with freaking half beef, half ground pork, and you get like medium ground or like fatty ground, okay? So that it creates its own oil. You do not need to put an inch of oil in a pan before you make meatballs. You're just frying them. Then you're going to put them in the oven probably, right? Holy shit, there's so much oil. Is it grease night again?
And it came with a lid. And recipes. Bring it.
Your recipe.
How would you walk?
Get tongs. Who is this person? Using a freaking like soup spoon, like that's what you stir macaroni and cheese with. That's not what you flip meatballs with, okay? A tongue. Also, here's a cool trick when you're making good meatballs. I learned this from my wife's best friend, who's probably one of the best cooks I've ever experienced in my life. She's amazing, okay? Amazing. Dee, if you're listening, you're amazing. So, she told me her meatballs are amazing. So I said, how do you do it? What she does is she makes the edges a little bit like she pushes them out to little sharp edges. Same thing you do when you do like shepherd's pie. Like I fluff up the mashed potatoes on top so the top crisps up really nice, okay? Same thing with meatballs. If you make those little edges, that's gonna give you a crustier meatball, which is the best part of the damn meatball, okay? This shit's terrible. Holy shit, that's loud. Okay, and then she put fresh meatballs in with cooked meatballs. Wait till they're done, then put the next section of meatballs in. Alicia, here's a pro tip for you that you need to do. If you're feeding this many people all the time, if I had to feed this many people, the first thing I do is have an outdoor kitchen. And I know even if it gets cold, have a effing grill. You know, I'm talking about those flat top grills. They're you find them at restaurants. You can get them at home too. Put them in your kitchen. You can just get a flat top grill because you cook so much shit on that. Why would you get one pan for 16 people? You're terrible at this. That's why nobody in your family gets to eat hot food.
I'm gonna keep cooking these and flipping these while we get the sauce mixed. All right, I have 2 sticks of butter. I'm gonna cut up and melt.
It's out to the chickens because the chickens will really like the broccoli spread. But we just gotta take the ends off.
Broccoli. Hey, at least they're eating broccoli. Not cooked enough. Not at all.
What happened is we've got all these pieces I don't want. You can eat it, don't hurt.
Gross. They're too big. You gotta cook them slow. You gotta cook them low and slow. Get a really nice crust around the edge, and then you can bake them for a little bit. Obviously, you get the meat cooked in the middle. I mean, even if they're a little pink in the side, it's not a big deal. It's beef, so it's not a huge deal. But you have this opportunity to make something delicious, and you mess it up. No one's gonna eat the broccoli. Well, let's be real.
Today, being miserable, and it's gonna make me gain weight. I know I don't want to do it.
Follow the thing and just pour it in. I think Alicia has OCD to the point where she has to touch every piece of food her family eats, and I honestly think that. I just think she has to touch it. She needs to put her DNA on it. I don't know why. She has a flexible mat. Fold the mat, pour it in, and you just be safe. You can even put your hand in the back so it protects you from the splash up. Yay. Just boiling broccoli, yummy. Steam them shits.
So I had a doctor's appointment today. I didn't get like the best news ever. Just stuff with my personal health.
Water, Alicia. You didn't have to waste money on a doctor. Here's what you need to do. Ready? Water. Imagine Alicia going to the doctor. So tell me a little bit about what you eat. Well, okay, it's complicated. It's involved. I don't eat anything. Sometimes I'll have a half a donut or something. I drink about 6 liters of coffee a day. I do some White Claw here and there, mostly White Claw. Then maybe I'll have like a spritzer or something, and then I'll have like a bubbly or bubbly or whatever the hell they're called, or liqueur. Do you drink water? You know, it's involved as well. No, the answer is no. I buy water. I buy lots of water. Do you drink it? No, I just don't. I don't drink it though. I drank it once on video, but that was just because the Dad Challenge podcast was making fun of me. Well, here's the answer to your health problems, Alicia. Water!
Details. Anyways,
okay, so let me get this straight. You have some health problems, and then she just said, let me rewind that a hair just so you can hear that.
So I had a doctor's appointment today. I didn't get like the best news ever. Just stuff with my personal health.
Personal health?
I'll go into details.
Oh, but you won't go into details about your personal health. Funny that, eh? But you'll give the world every bit of personal health details about your children, your adopted children, online. You'll do that. But no, you don't want to talk about yourself. Typical. These typical family vloggers, they all do that. They don't tell you anything about themselves, but they will give you every tiny detail about their children. Do you guys not find that a little bit weird?
Anyways, I was in a really bad mood after, and I was just mad. I was just done with the day.
What are you mad about? What could she have to be mad about? I was in a bad mood because what? Because you make shitty health choices and you only eat garbage? Whose fault is that?
Over it. Driving home, there's a man sitting in his driveway in the, like, what's the temperature out? 40?
48, yeah.
40 something. Rain snowing. Sitting in his driveway, waving and giving a peace sign to every single person who drove past. And it flipped my perspective, and I realized...
Water. I just have to drink water. I think he was saying this. He was doing W. Water. Drink water, Alicia!
I was just having a pity party for myself, and I got over myself. And I realized my diagnosis could have been way 1,000 times worse than it was.
I need to know now. I want to know. And I'm pissed because, again, she will tell you everything about her children's diagnosis. She will stand on a TikTok in front of a page full of diagnosis. Her and Josh will sit down and they will list off every single diagnosis their children have. As soon as she could have had she got some pity from her fans here. Guess what happened, everybody? Clickbait that shit. That's you. Go for it. But she won't. That tells you everything you need to know about her.
And I'm thankful.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Wow. Thanks for the storyteller. 1 star on Google reviews. Oh! Start a fire there. Fire crotch. Did the drapes match the meatballs?
Now, Josh got my when I was grumpy texts. Sorry, honey. I wasn't grumpy at him. I was just grumpy in general.
Finish the story.
All right, let's get this batch off and get the last batch on.
You're a batch.
And then we're going to cook up
Batch.
the sauce.
See, I mean, she went a little too far on that one. That's a little Chris. That's little Josh. That's Josh's people. He likes the burnt shit. So that was a little too far. It's either raw or burnt. Nothing in between with Alicia, right? And I did not burn that the other day. The smoke was coming out because it was dripping into the stove, everybody. The firefighters are, we live?
I realized I could have just melted the butter in the pan, but...
There shouldn't be that much. Okay, so she put a ton of oil in, then the off oil of the meatballs is in there too. Oh my God, be faster.
I get the water boil. I'm gonna show you the storm we're getting.
You call it a storm? Okay. Laughs in Canadian. That shit's, I'm out there in shorts, cutting grass in that weather.
What is going on? It's March 29th. I can't.
You can't.
Okay, we have the meatballs made, the broccoli made. I gotta get the water boiling for the pasta.
Yeah, I should have done that way long ago, ladies.
All right.
I should have drained the grease from the meatballs here. That shit is literally smoking up your entire house right now. Ooh, look at her floor. Unless that's just what, is that just the knots in the wood? Okay.
Let's make the broth.
Okay, I should have drained the grease. Are you saying that you're not going to drain the grease here? Because yeah, you should drain that. That shit looks toxic. Don't feed your children that. Are you serious right now? You drain that shit. You don't use that. Is she going to use that?
We've got the water boiling up for some egg noodles, because some people might want egg noodles, some people might want mashed potatoes, and we're going to get the broth going. We'll start with the butter.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare put the butter in that.
And you have a crazy grandmother who's trying to blow up apples.
What are you doing? That's poisonous, man. That is disgusting. I need you to see this for a second. That is absolutely disgusting. She's pouring butter into disgusting grease that has been, it's not even the point. I get there's grease in food. I understand that. But imagine you just give your kid about a cup of that. Would you let them drink that? That's what she's feeding her children right now in the sauce. That was disgusting. And she even admits it on camera. She should have drained it and she didn't. She's going to feed her children that. How many of you would feed your kids that? Oh! So loud. Oh, Alicia, my sweet summer child. Your poor children. Do you think the recipe lady is going to watch and say, "You idiot"? It's going to taste like burnt disgustingness. And it's too hot. Your butter... Oh, my God. Ew. Ew. I could understand having the little chunks of meat in there. I get that. So maybe you could have like put it on a, sifted it through something and put the... No, it's a no for me. It's a no. I can't believe what I've seen so far. Doesn't wash her hands. She's cooking with straight toxic grease. All right, you're just gonna stir that shit. A big ass. Ew, you putting mustard in that? What the F? Stop doing weird shit.
4 teaspoons of parsley.
She didn't bake the meatballs again. She should have baked them, or maybe she did. No, she didn't. She did not bake them. That is not enough sauce. She made 2.5 pounds of meatballs for everybody, but made sauce enough for me, just me. That is not enough sauce. And it better be egg noodles. You put them shits on egg noodles, not just normal pasta noodles.
Rachel Ray Dupe pan.
Rachel Ray Dupe. Dupe.
What?
The old paper plates.
Yeah, that's cool.
Why are you doing my chaos?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Dash? I like these so much.
Meatballs.
That's the only thing she'll eat all week.
How about some...
Okay, I'm going to show you how to make these thumbprint cookies, but I also have these ones. So Nana can eat these ones because she's not going to eat these thumbprint cookies because there's peanut butter in them.
Is Nana allergic to peanuts and you're going to cook with peanuts? Wow. You're going to literally kill Nana. Great. Nana doesn't deserve it. I know Nana's an SOB, but I love Nana. Save Nana. Protect Nana at all costs. Okay? And Papa with his broken ass hearing aids. Oh, don't forget to spray it full of shit.
Get it for me before we do that.
So basically, are they peanut butter? Is that what they're peanut butter cookies?
Well, isn't that's April
Wait,
1st?
how is that? How are they going to do a fishing derby on Saturday?
Oh, Rob.
It's the first day of fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I want to know if she washed her hands. So I'm going through it. No washing, no washing, no washing, no washing. No washing, no washing. No washing, no washing, no washing. Oh my God, she didn't wash her hands again!
we're going to...
Which one do I need?
I shouldn't be surprised. We shouldn't be surprised, everybody.
Put these in balls.
I couldn't get a free or reduced.
And then she sticks her freaking vlogger thumb in there. Vlogger thumb cookies, delicious.
Yeah.
These are deformed. These cookies are really weird looking.
I'm grown up now.
And whose thumb? Look at her thumb. I guess if there's one good thing this thumb does, it does that.
You're big.
Ew, and she's just sticking her finger in everybody's food all the time. Alicia, you're gross.
Cookies are down.
No, we have to...
What is that? Is that just jam in there? Oh, I see. She uses so peanut butter cookies with a jam doppel, with a doppel. What's the word I'm looking for? It's peanut butter cookies with a doppel. What is the word? It's like a double, a dabble. I don't even know. It's in my. It's gone.
I don't like peanut butter too.
Actually, these two
Now, yummy.
they just needed to cool another minute, but hey, I'm trying to get dessert out so
Yummy.
when Nana probably can eat and come home before it gets too dark.
Come eat your sugar.
All right, dessert. thumbprint cookies. These are ginger snaps. These are almond mini cakes, and these are coconut cookies.
Nothing looks good there.
Okay, we got the kids to bed a bit late tonight because Nana and Papa were visiting. That's okay. But thank you for cooking Around the World Night Sweden with me. You are strong.
Your nipples are hairy. Your kneecaps are weird. Anyway, here we go, everybody. Don't forget, everybody, head over to Scentbird to pick up your amazing scents today. Use the link below. They are amazing. I love Scentbird. So that's it. That's what's going on with the old Lush over there. She wants to clap back on people's channels and doesn't know who she's talking to, which is, it is what it is. Talk to who you want to talk to, Alicia. But it's not going to help. Imagine having so little people that follow you, that support you, that you have to go to people like that. It's very telling. Also, it's very telling if you head over to the Facebook group, the Exposing Lusha, I put a post out. Her dislikes are far exceeding her likes now. Even like less than a week later, I want to see this one here. It has 5.6 thousand downvotes, and this is the one we just did, the video we just did. 5.6 thousand downvotes to 2.1 thousand upvotes. Alicia is very much seeing the effects of the downvotes and everything else, and with this whole thing with TikTok possibly coming down the pike, I think Alicia realizes her days are numbered. She's gonna have to pivot. I don't think anything she does is gonna pivot properly, but her peak is long gone, I'm pretty sure. And that was crazy because she's been on here about the same time as I've been on here. Her peak is long gone, and people have woken up to that, and that's awesome. So thanks for paying attention, everybody, and thanks for being awesome people. Everybody take a deep ass breath. Please drain your oil. Don't feed your kids that. That was disgusting. And don't forget, everybody, head over to Scentbird to pick up your amazing scents today. Use the link below. They're amazing. Love them. Please wash your hands if you're going to be touching everybody's food, and don't stick your finger in everybody's food. How about that? Can we agree on that at least? Thanks. You guys are amazing, incredible, and damn valuable. Don't you ever forget it, okay? Think about this for a second. You need to be here. You are loved. You are important. And I like you. And I think you're great. Don't fly Flair, okay, though? American Airlines. Just don't. And I'll see you.